Welcome to Merced Community College Student Help Desk. And on this lesson, we're going to learn how to upload a video with closed captions uh, files to SharePoint portal or to the Blackboard learning system. So the video is going to be divided in two sections, which is the common denominator for all, how to prepare the files for uploading, and the second part is going to be on how to upload those files. Well, the first thing we're going to get is a set of files that you provided us with, which are your movies, and in exchange, the grant is going to provide us with something that they call the SAMI file, which is the text file. And it's going to look something like this. In this case, there's two movies, Chapter 2 Piaget and Chapter 2 Harlow. However, there are 6 files. So, and they all look similar. So we need to be able to distinguish what each file is so that we can edit one of them to prepare them for uploading. In order to do that, I need to tell the computer to show me the details. So I'm going to click on Tools if I have Windows XP and Folder Options, and I'm going to go to View, and I'm going to unhide extensions for known file types. And when I do that, all of a sudden the files change, and now they have an extension that means a period and 3 letters or 4 letters. That's an extension. If you have another operating system like Windows Vista or Windows 7, it's very similar. So I'm going to show you my virtual machine that has Windows Vista, and I'm going to click on Organize. So instead of just menus change a little bit. So I click on Organize, Folder, and Search Options, and I go to View, and I do the same thing. I uncheck the one that says Hide Extensions for non-file types. And also, I'm going to go to Views, and I'm going to ask the system to show me details. See, that way I can see, and even the size. By the size, it tells me which one are the movie files, but it also says type, Windows Media Audio Video. Then the SAMIs, the SMILs, and the HTML files. I'm going to close this. I'm going to return to my computer. I'm going to turn on details on my XP machine, and it's the same thing, you see. So one is the movie, another one is the text, the closed caption text, which is the SAMI, the SMIL file, and another one, the HTML file. That's the one we're going to be editing. So we're going to right click. We're not going to left click. We're not going to double click. We're going to use the other button on the mouse, the right button. And I'm emphasizing this because people have a tendency to confuse the two buttons on the mouse. I'm not saying that you do, but just in case. So if I right click, I get a menu. And on that menu, I get options. I call the left button is the action button. The right button is the options button. And I get options. And in this case, I'm going to go to Open With, and I'm going to choose Notepad. If you don't see Notepad right away, you can go to Choose Program, and you'll be able to see Notepad in the list of programs. But I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to abbreviate this by choosing Notepad. And there is my file. That's my HTML file. If you have never seen code, this might be a little bit intimidating. So you're going to be a little bit of a programmer with me for just a brief moment. We're going to edit this page, this file. And here in this file, we have a WMV that says edit and an SMI that says edit. And I'm going to bring these two together because I want you to see there's a common denominator, you see? With the file that I have on my folder, it's also called whatever.smi, and another one is called whatever.wmv, which means we're going to plug those files here. How do we do that? I'm going to show you a simple way of doing it, okay? So the simple way of doing that is by copying and pasting. We're going to copy and paste. So first we need the WMV. So I'm going to click on chapter 2 Harlow.wmv. I'm going to use my index finger and push on the F2 key. There's an F2 key called a function key on the very top of your keyboard. So I click on that, and that allows me to edit the name. Now I'm going to use two keys. With my fingers, I'm going to hold the Control key on the keyboard, and I'm going to hit the C key once. So hold the Control, hit the C key, as on Charlie. See, as on Charlie. That copies the content that I selected. And then I'm going to click on the HTML file. I'm going to select everything in between the two quotation marks where it says edit WMV, and I'm going to use again two fingers to click on two keys on the keyboard, the Control key, and this time around I'm going to use the V key as in Victor, and lo and behold, this pastes the content that I just copied. And we're going to do the same thing for the SMI file. So I'm going to go to the SMI, I'm going to click on it once, then I'm going to click F2 with my index finger, then Control C, then I'm going to go to the destination, to the target. I'm going to highlight those three. That way when I paste, that which I paste substitutes that which I'm highlighting. Because if I were not to highlight, then lo and behold, then I'm going to have the two files, the two names of the files there. And then I'm going to have to delete that which I don't want. It's very important, you know how computers are, that things look identical. The computer will not fill this for us and will not fix it. So we actually need to do it the way the computer wants us to do it. So lo and behold, there it is. Now we click on File, Save, and we are ready to upload the files. The files have been prepared. I have already done so with the Gadget file. And so now the test of fire. Let's make sure that it works. We're going to double click on the HTML file, not the SAMI, not the WMV. And we're going to test and see if the closed caption text appears together with the movie. Here we go. A new page opens. Internet, very paranoid, tells us that to help protect our security, it has blocked the content. So we just have to go along with it and allow the blocked content to play. And we click yes. And we wait for a couple of seconds. And there it is, the movie with the closed captioning. We are ready to upload the file. Now, we're We're going to go to the second. This is to load up to the portal, SharePoint portal, as well as Blackboard Learn System.